It's Linda from Richter Stitcher, and I thought I would come on here and do a short fall tour of the things that got done in the front of the house. Um, this is real life. I'm going to go down with the camera. This craft room, since I recorded today, is October the 22nd or 3rd. But I think I recorded like on the 17th, I think I put a video up. So just in like a week and a half or so, this craft room has gotten a little bit of just piles. I come in here to look for something, and this is what really happens on my, I guess, adventures. And in here you'll see yarn thrown on the floor, trying to find colors for things. And then I've got kitted projects that I'm trying to organize. Shelly from Antique Needleworkers posted a project wall, or I think that's what she's calling it. And it got me to thinking about my yarn, and I have the shelving similar to what she does, and I'm thinking maybe a reorg of that, because currently, we'll get to the tour here in a second. Currently I have my whips and my alphabetized by designer up here. I mean, these ones here are kitted, and these ones are my working whips, plus what I've got scattered around the house. So I'm thinking if I can organize my yarns a little bit, I have space up here I can move things to if I have a time where I can just come in here and do that. But currently this is kind of my storage of my yarns, but I'll have to see. Some of them can be taken out of there, put in a different color coding is what I'm thinking. And then maybe use this little back wall here for my project library, I think is what she called it. But yeah, true life. And today's Sunday, so baby's coming today, so I don't think I'll have time to work on it today, but I don't work outside the home, so hopefully I'll get some time in the next couple weeks before I film another floss tube, and I'll have an update on that. But yeah, I think today, maybe while the baby's in nap, I might come in here and try to straighten up a little bit. But back to why we're here. I'll take you into the front room, and at the end of this, I'll go ahead and insert some nighttime pictures so you can see with the lights on. But let me tell Alexa to turn on a few here and we'll get started. Alexa, turn on the holiday tree. Okay. And I think I can back up a little bit. Alexa, turn on the Hutch Top Seasonal. So my husband's got that all hooked up to where certain ones I can turn on. Ones here on the table, like the candles. Actual candles are on timers, so they'll come on a little later tonight. But I physically have to turn on a few that are just little battery operated candles. And I've said in the past, rechargeable batteries. So once these start looking dim, I just take the batteries out and put them in my rechargeable unit. I didn't bring it out here, but I could probably swing in there and show you what they look like. I do get them off of Amazon. So you'll see a lot of battery or candles that I use batteries in. Especially with the grandbaby, I don't want real lit candles. So like these, I have charging in there right now, and once they're charged, I'll put the batteries in those, and those will light up. And then the pumpkin twinkle lights that I've got wrapped around everything, those are on a timer. But I just set out all of my 15 boxes of fall decor. Some of the stuff stays out and I use over at different seasons. Some of the leaf things I like to keep out. The quality dishes that were my husband's grandmother's, those stay out in the cupboards, and I just use them when I can. I've collected a lot of just Michaels type things, pumpkins over the years. That tea set in there was my mother-in-law's, so I try to have a few special things sit out, as well as you probably recognize the pumpkins and things from Michaels. The owl cups and things, I just find those like it. You go to the grocery sometimes and you see things that speak to you and you just pick them up. But a lot of the dishware is special to me, being that they were my family's. So this is kind of my main entrance to the house here. Got the porch decorated, and I'll probably also insert the nighttime pictures, because really during the daytime it doesn't really show like it would at night, but I can take you out here. I've got some plug-in lights on a timer here in the corner with a few fall corn on the cob and pumpkins that I've purchased. Welcome sign. The wreath lights up at night. Little owl there. We have the porch area. Some pillows and things. The light sign up there has lights around it that are orange lights at night. So that's kind of the front porch. Trying to go slow and not make you sick. When you walk into the door, I have this little entryway that lights up. All the candles are on timers. This is an actual, you can light it, but I probably won't with the baby. It has a cinnamon fall kind of a smell to it. And the twinkle lights I put all around it. And the dried flowers. Oh, these, someone's coming to pick those up, so I had them sitting there. I finished those today. A finished object. But yeah, these candles light up, and then the candle down there will light up. Walking into the front room, and I just noticed I hang a few cards that I've saved over the years, and I've just noticed one has fallen. You'll see a missing card right there. I guess I didn't tape it well enough, so that will have to go back up. But I just put a few that I've kept because, you know, they sparkle in the light, and I like a lot of glitter. These candles are also on a timer, and usually around 5 o'clock in the evening they'll come on. And then these ones I have to manually turn on. Little pumpkins. And I didn't do really any of this last year to this extent, because this tree was actually on the back patio. And I just, the wear of it out there with the squirrels and everything, I told my husband, I said, let's do it inside this year. I wouldn't have to worry about that. So things last better when you're inside too. And it's been so warm lately. I mean, even the last couple days, we've gotten up to 90 again. So we're hopefully going to get down in the cooler temps in the next week. I mean, we did have a few cooler days, 40s and 50s in the mornings, and then went up to 70s, which is perfect. But we're looking for that again. A little crochet pumpkin I made a couple years ago, I put there. Excuse anything that's laying around. I really haven't picked up this morning. This little hall tree here, they're lit up here at the top on a timer. I can actually turn these ones manually on. I hold it and hold the camera too. I've had these little pumpkins for many years. You can probably see some of the lids have fallen and broken, and I've glued just because I don't want to get rid of it. So I put green lights in those this year. Little acorn down there. The wood sculptures and things, my father-in-law used to sculpt, so I've just displayed those. They sit out year-round, but I put little leaves on them through the holidays. Someone had asked me about this one here on the wall, where I had gotten it, and my father-in-law actually sculpted that. And when we moved into this house, we designed the layout of it. So this art niche, we wanted something special there, and he gave us that piece. We hauled it from Michigan to Texas, and it's pretty heavy. So you could see how heavy it was in the car. It would weight it down, but we love it, and we wanted it in a prominent place because, of course, he made it, and we are believers. So we have that there in our entryway. Just kind of decorate around things like that. Like this, he carved that, as well as that. So I just try to decorate around all the pieces. Didn't share over here. View. That one's called the Disciple. Carved that. Just lots of pieces that we didn't want to go to waste. His sister was going to try and sell them all at an estate sale, and we said no, we want those. So she was okay with it, and we packaged them all up. A lot of people don't have room. I mean, we probably don't either, but when we see that he made these, we really wanted them. And then I was going to share this one as well. He made this for my husband, handmade, and my husband plays the flute, so this music stand was extra special, and keeps it here in his music room. And that is a year-round decoration. But yeah, someone had mentioned, where we got some things. I thought I would share a few of the pieces that he's carved. A lot of the cuckoo clocks he bought in Germany, but he didn't make those. He tried to attempt a clock one time, but I don't think he ever finished it before he passed. But back into the dining area, I have a little bar area here that I just set out a few things, dishes mostly, and the lights, they light up at night. And I posted on my Instagram if you really want to see all the pictures. You could probably go there. Excuse all the craftiness. If I put it away, it doesn't get done, so I leave it sit out. Around the TV, we just do lights, candles. They're all on timers. This one I manually have to do. And this one's not on, apparently. No, it is. And then I just use this remote to turn them off. And then the two lights down on the bottom, those I manually turn on. And then the ones up top and the candles, they all need to be recharged. So I'm not going to turn them on right now. They need to get into the battery charger, which I'll go in there also and show you what those are here at the end. These candles get lit up. We've lit our fireplace one time so far, and it was just last week when it got a little chilly in the evening. We were able to start our fire. Start taking pictures of the fireplace now that we use it seldom, but when it's cold enough we will. These have little lights in them, and then I just kind of decorate the tops of the bookshelves with leaves, because of course we don't see these kind of colors here in Texas, so I put them in the house here. The back shelf over here, a couple pieces there that he did carve, my father-in-law. Kind of looks like an old radio, but we found that stained glass somewhere, and he built that cabinet to go around it for us many years ago. But his handiwork and that cross on the wall, those are all precious to us, pieces that we like to display. I just put a little garland over top of that bookshelf. It lights up. And then back here on where I keep my wedding pictures and things, I've lit up a few candles, some pumpkins that have twinkle lights on them. Just some paper leaves hanging in the window. I used to have them for this window and this window, but they got all tangled up and I couldn't untangle them, so they're under the Christmas or the fall tree in there in a basket. I couldn't get them detangled, so we just displayed one. some pillows on the couch, and the cushions are just the pillows that came with the couch, and I just found those covers at I think it was Tuesday mornings, and that's where I just take them off seasonally, and then I find Christmas ones and put them on for Christmas. And then this display here, I just, they're iron kind of, and you can put tea lights in these, but with the baby, I just did the battery operated lights again here. And I've displayed like bowls and things like with nuts and candles there. And then into the kitchen, I just did, the towels like everyone usually does. I've got one cross stitch piece in here that I did last fall that I display on my coffee bar. And it just says fall, y'all. It's Priscilla and Chelsea pattern. I kind of adapted it a little. I made the cup a little wider, and then on the pattern for this one, fall, y'all, it doesn't have the pumpkin at the bottom. Forget if it's more a Halloween pattern, but I wanted the pumpkin, so I charted it in there, and that's kind of how it turned out. So I'm really pleased with it, and I keep that displayed there. I have other cups of their patterns that I want to do, but I think what I'm going to do next time, instead of, because I actually glued it down, do the magnets so that I can switch out my coffee cup every season to a different one once they get stitched. That's what takes the most time. But here in the kitchen, I just, like I said, the towels, magnets on the refrigerator. There's twinkle lights up here with my maple leaves that I just decorate out. The stove area has just a few things. All these little decor things are from Michael's and places like that. Then I decorate the tables like I do out in the foyer front area. Just, we don't ever really eat at our tables because it's just my husband and I usually. So we're comfortable. We go to our sofas and enjoy dinner there, or if we're out on the patio, we'll use the patio table outside. I've got my grandbaby stuff set up amongst all of the decor. This little bay window area, I just put leaves on with a few fall plates. And my fall wine things are over here. And then, of course, my door, I put my few sweaters and aprons that I use. Got some coffee mugs that kind of are seasonal here. But that's pretty much what I do in the kitchen. Just some extra decor. And then I usually do the patio. Like I said, I had the tree out there last year, so this year we just kind of did the tables. And the little wall unit things here, I put lights on so that it will light up at night. Or actually, these ones aren't timered. I just push on the lights. And like I said, can't see them in the daytime, but I will insert some pictures at the end of this so you can see the lights at night. Some trays out here. I'm going to throw some pillows, and I do have candles out there on the round table that come on at night, and the fireplaces. And all these dishes are plastic, so if it did rain out here, not too much of a tragedy. Just I'd have to dry things out like the placemats. But all the plastic dishware usually comes out here, and then all these candles get lit. But we haven't had any rain lately, so it just gets a little dusty out here. Christmas time, I'll probably end up taking that smaller tree and bringing it out here and doing what I did last year for Christmas. But this year we just opted not to move the heater and put it inside for the fall. So that's my backyard decorations. And like I said, I'll run in here and share with you the unit I use for all the candles that I have that are lit. behind the chair here, this little, I don't know what they call these, settees. It was in my bedroom, but I wanted to put blankets at the end of my bed. So this year we opted to put it behind here. And as you can see, I've got another stitching area that I am anxiously going to, I've actually used it mostly for when I want to chart something. I have my little chart holder there, but I do have some projects sitting here that I want to do. And I won't take you into the bedroom. It's really not decked out for fall. But come Christmas, I might have to move the chair. I'm not sure yet because I usually set a table here up with my village houses. So I'll have to rethink a few things in about a month or two, month and a half probably, when we start getting Christmas out. Because like I said, it's the end of October. So yeah, really only a month. I was going to bring my light that I use for my magnifier out here, but I opted to put my daylight stand here, and then over here is my Lowry stand, and then I have one that I take on the go. So I have a few options, and then my table that I always have out with all my crafty stuff laying on it, because I'm always doing something, either crochet, cross stitch. Lately, that's what it seems like anyway. But let me take you back here. One last little view of the tree. And I think, like I mentioned under the bottom, I just have electric lights on timers that come on. And really no special decorations on the tree. It's mostly paper and like foam, felt turkeys, little wood squirrels, and then the glitter pumpkins. And for a topper, I used a little scarecrow. But yeah, I just haven't really collected a whole lot of cross stitch pieces, which for Christmas, I didn't share it with you in here. I'm going to take you back in the kitchen real quick. It's gold, so I'm thinking for Christmas it'll be all right, but I have this little tree here. I didn't put the star on it, but for Christmas I will. I'm thinking I can hang some small ornaments, things that I can stitch up quickly for the seasons, and just keep the little tree out for the different seasons. That's kind of my smalls plan when I think about all the little smalls that I've been stitching on. Once they start getting finished, I might make ornaments out of them, just so that I can display them on a little tree instead of, I do have one dough bowl that I can use for pillows and things, but we'll see how it goes. But that's the little tree that I plan on using for all of my smalls that I can get finished, hopefully, as the seasons go, because I mentioned I'm a seasonal stitcher. And if I can finish things in the season, I'll display them. Otherwise, it'll be the following year. But the batteries that I use, like I said, they're called Amazon Basics. And I'll take in here my laundry. Excuse the clothes sitting around. But these are the charging stations. I have 4 of them. And these ones will hold the AAAs and the AA's. As you can see, a few of the lights are extra, but I like to keep them charged up and ready so that when one's dim, like I was mentioning in there, I can just switch them out. They also make these in C-size batteries, and the chargers for those are in here. Share with you what they look like. And I just keep my batteries in one of the cupboards in here so that they're easily reached. But these are, it's called the universal charger. And then, like I said, these are the C-size that are rechargeable. And for Christmas, I do tend to use even more than I do for the fall. So it will be interesting. I don't like to do it more than once a week because it can be a little bit of a hassle to constantly be recharging your batteries. Sometimes I go every 2 weeks and then just let them all go dead before I recharge everything. But it just depends on where I want to see the lights on that specific day. But these are what I use when I recharge all my candle light things. I love this area in here because it's kind of a mess right now, but if I want to come in here and do projects, and like you've seen the state of my craft room, I have another area I can come to. And these are all the things I need to file. There's always something to do, it seems, but that's just my style and the way I work, it seems, lately anyway. So I will get this uploaded and have my fall 2023 tour on YouTube. I appreciate you following me. If you like these kind of videos, like and subscribe, comment, and I will be doing a Christmas one. But that's it for me today. Have a great weekend, everyone. Talk to you later.